a quick one, so excited. I asked Francis yesterday to bring me a razor. Did he bring it? No, so I'm going ginger all out. So I thought I'd start with something funny. So I just want you to think about this. There's two gentlemen. The first gentleman says to the second gentleman, "Oh my gosh, I've got it. I've got the thing that's going to like change our lives." And so imagine like when the person that introduced you to Arbonne is kind of like them, like, so excited. Like, and then was anyone in the room that person that was like, what is he talking about? Like, what is going on, right? Okay. So he says, no, right, listen, honestly, I need to show you, I need you to see with your own eyes what it is I'm talking about. So they go on the drive, and this guy's like, I'm so excited. And the other one's like, I just can't believe I'm even in this car. Like, where are we even going? And he's like, where are we going? He's like, we're in the middle of nowhere. And the guy's like, no, honestly, you're going to love it. You're going to love it. So they get in the middle of nowhere, and he says, right, so we're here. There's nothing here. Like, there's a lone horse in the background, like, that's barely eating in the background. Like, it's like, but what is even the horse doing? It's like a massive, massive space. It's like, we're not even there yet. We've got to go on a walk. So they go on a walk. So here's me telling someone about Arbonne, and here's the other guy, like, oh my God, it's so annoying. Anyway, they get into the middle. The guy says, I'm going to buy this land, and I'm going to build something so special and so spectacular. People are going to come here. And I want you to buy the land around the land that I'm buying so you can build hotels. And the guy was like, you're bonkers. I'm not interested. So he walks back to the car and he decides not to invest. The guy who it was is a guy called, he was an actor called Art, such a nice name, Art. I'm assuming it's Arthur, but Art Linkletter. And the guy that was talking to him was a well-known person of today, and his name is Walt Disney. Now, I'm not saying we're Walt Disney or even Minnie Mouse, but I always say that in my presentation. I always use this story in my presentation because I want people to know that you don't always see, we can't always see it. When I started Arbonne, I literally was like, Stuart always says, I was like the window wipers in a really bad storm of a car that he had. Like, suddenly he could see, because my vision was like, oh my gosh, I can see it. I didn't just see me going region and nation, I see a sea of white Mercedes. I see every single one of you living out the life that you are deserved to live. And that's not just about a white Mercedes. This business is about fulfillment. Do you know how fulfilled this business makes you feel? When you get a text message from someone saying, thank you so much, I earned this and it's meant this. This is so much more than the title. And if you're chasing the title, it won't always, it's going to disappoint a little bit. Do you know what I mean? Because and don't get me wrong, MVP's fabulous. Don't get me wrong. And Maui is amazing. But the point is, this is so much more than that. So, I've got a slide, the next slide. Some Disneyland pictures. So we got to go to Disneyland before we went to Maui and made it a thing. And this Disneyland, California, is where Walt Disney had that vision. And I want you to feel like we have that kind of responsibility to have that conviction and that belief in what we have in our hands. And it's just amazing. So this is Ruby and Rob and obviously Mickey. And I get his name wrong. I always want to call him Goofy, but it's actually Pluto, isn't it? And there's another slide, I think, of oh no, that's Maui. Sorry, we'll get there in a minute. We can go back to Disney. Okay, so what's your why? Why are you actually doing Arbonne? So I don't know if you've ever heard this story of there was, before planes actually were planes and actually flew in the air, someone had to build them and make them and make that actually happen. I mean, it's bonkers really, isn't it? That actually something lifts off the ground, goes overseas and travels us to Vegas every year. It's bonkers, right? But there were two gentlemen. There was a gentleman called Sir Pierpoint Langley, and his driver for being the first person to take flight was fame and money, basically. He had all the resources, all the financial elements of everything. He was going to be the one. And then, on the other side of the country in America, you have the Wright brothers. And their vision wasn't about fame, it wasn't about chasing the title. It was about the fact they knew that if they created flight, they would change the world. That is so much more powerful. And that reason why we do it. People don't buy in Arbonne what we do or how we do it. They buy why we're doing it. And if your reason is not not strong enough. And it is about, like, I think sometimes along my journey, I just wanted to be an MVP so bad. Like, oh, I got to region, for those of you that don't know, in 3 months of starting Arbonne, a few people have mentioned it today, and then it took me a further 7 years, 7 months, I love the number 7, so that was a bit weird, to get to Nation. Sometimes I wanted it so bad that I lost sight of why I was doing Arbonne, and why are we doing Arbonne? Like, really, why are you doing Arbonne? Really think about it. It is good to be just about us, but this business is about helping people. It really, truly is, with their skin, their health, their time, their finances. Some will, some won't. So what? Someone's waiting to hear about it. SW, 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 SW. But actually, because I'm quite kind, so I think, oh, I don't really like saying so what. I actually changed that phrase to, someone buy the product, someone do the business, it's okay, someone's waiting. So, do you want to change the world? Do you want to make a big difference? Because that's what this business does for people's lives. So, has anyone felt like a little bit, if you've been doing Arbonne for like 5 minutes, welcome. Run to area manager and do not look back, right? But anyone that's been in the business a little bit longer, has anyone been at a level for a short period of time or a long period of time? Anyone? District managers, been a district manager for a while, area manager, region. Okay, so being a regional vice president is absolutely fabulous. I mean, it is, don't get me wrong. I got super comfortable. Like, it is actually really comfortable. And I actually lost sight of, like, how good it actually is that, you know, I could get up. I mean, me and Ruby, she's a sleeper, love her. I mean, I know non-sleeping parents are going to actually hate me right now, but she sleeps. And we lie in sometimes, 9 o'clock, oh, so good. And I kind of just got comfortable with this life that I was living, and I created a lot of documents. I thought I want to create a system so simple and perfect for everybody. I did a lot of things that, like, I let the 3 Ds, I've got double Ds, but the 3 Ds, get in the way. So we've had the 3 Cs today, but now we're going to do the double Ds. I let my doubts of whether I was worthy enough to be a national vice president get in the way. I let disappointments really affect me. It must have been really annoying to Stuart sometimes. So I'm quite a strong-minded character, and you can't say anything negative to me at all. If you say anything negative, I don't respond well, basically. I love positive, like, affirmation. I'm a positive affirmation person. So, but I can be quite negative to myself sometimes. And you think everyone's got it all figured out. Like, we're all on the journey. Like, do you know what I mean? We all wipe our bum every day. No one's wiping it for us. Do you know what I mean? We're all on the journey. So, yeah, I know. I just always think that. I thought when I got to Nation, I wouldn't have to do that, I did think that I was blind. You know, like you see the nations, they walk differently. And I'm still walking like this. Like, I'm still going to go now. It's all good. And the other thing is dream stealers. So doubts, disappointments, and dream stealers. What you have to do is, Arbonne's a roller coaster ride, right? And my team likes so over me saying this probably, but I just love it. Because it's like the biggest, best, like most hardcore roller coaster of your life. Like twists, turns, ups and downs, you know, left, right, back, like, you know when you be on it, like, your face is like going right. Now, the point of it is we've all got to do the journey. So sometimes people think, oh, you know, Claire got to read in 3 months. Like, you can't measure Arbonne in time, for starters. If you've been in this business more than 6 months, some of you might have only told Arbonne to 10 people. Some of you might have said it to 100. So can you see how your journey is going to be quicker than somebody else's? So can we be, as a community, as a team, can we not measure Arbonne in time, please? It's measured in clocking the flight time, you know, and the roller coaster ride that it is. So when it comes to the roller coaster, you know when you watch your friends, and I keep looking at Ben, I don't know why, Ben and Nikki, right? So imagine Ben and Nikki in Disneyland. Ben goes on the ride, and Nikki's with Minnie and Margot. Nikki and the girls are watching Ben on the ride. They're like, oh my God, it's so much fun. I was having a wild time. It was amazing. Ben's like, comes off like, oh my gosh, that was like, I really felt every toss and every turn, and like I feel a bit sick and all of that. If you are emotionally connected to the yes, the no's, the ifs, the buts, the disappointments, the dream stealers, and the doubts, you're always going to feel stressed, like, and it's always going to feel like this. Whereas if you're just like, it looks amazing, like, oh my God, like, he's having a great time. Do you know what I mean? So when someone says yes to me about Arbonne, I'm like, amazing. When someone says no, I'm like, amazing. I don't get like emotionally attached to like someone saying, saying yes or no to Arbonne. I just know that I've got to get them to the next exposure and help them understand truly what Arbonne is. So yeah, it can be a little bit of a roller coaster ride. So I think us going Nation as a team, because I thought every month we'd go Nation. Oh, by the way, that can be a little bit of a thing. If you think every month you're going for it, every month you get disappointed. Let's strategise, guys. Let's strategise 3 to 6 month plan of what your next level is and where you're going with that. And you've got amazing uplines that can help and support you in that. And if you didn't know already, can you guess my shape?
Squiggle.
Yes! So squiggly. I'm like the squiggliest of squiggles. So I'm like Dory. You know when Dory's like 26 weeks in Australia. She's trying to find the goggles, right? Oh, so I'm over here. Oh, it's me. And then I'm over here and I'm over here. And in the end, what I said to Stuart is what do I need to do? What do I need to do? Sometimes you need to ask someone else that has an overview of your business and let them be really honest with what you've got to hear what they're going to say. And sometimes I asked, but I didn't listen. I wasn't very coachable at times. But at this time I was. So I'd say it was a 6 month sort of thing. And I was like, what do I need to do? And he said, honey, you're just not doing enough. I was like, I am. I feel like I am. And he's like, you're not. You're not to go Nation. And what does that look like? He's just telling the Arbonne story more. That's it. How many people, for me, it was I need to be doing 3 to 5 presentations a day within me and my team, right? That's different for you. If you're building this business, can you get the Arbonne story in front of one person a day? 30 people a month hearing the story, whatever it is. And I think that what really motivated me most of all, and I want every single one of you to feel this responsibility, especially for the people that are in qualification, for the people that want to go qualification, it is every single one of our responsibilities, not just to fight for our goals, for our uplines goals. It is so much more powerful for us all to fight for Stuart going $2 million. And for you fighting for, if you're a district manager, what does your QV mean to your area manager? Because so many times, and this is can be I'm going to put this QV through next month. Ooh. Right. Do you know what I mean? I'm hot and I'm like, oh, this is for me next month. Please, honestly, someone said to me that is the nosedive of your business. Never ever do that. Because this business, we shouldn't be chasing for the title, we should be chasing for the paycheck, but chasing for everybody else's dreams too. Because we're national vice presidents, but we still have goals too. We still have numbers we want to hit above the numbers of Nation. What is your goal? Let's raise our vision for what we feel is possible. For so long, I just thought about national vice president, and it's actually really kind of selfish. The minute I was like, actually, Stuart has got 3 national vice presidents. Well, I'm going to be the 4th, and I'm not letting anyone else have that. Sorry, ladies and gents. I was like, that is happening. That for me was I felt like, oh, I've got to do that for him. I've got to help him go 4 wides. That's the thing. Whatever it is, find it and ask your upline. I'm going to give you this QV this month. This is happening because I tell you what, you'll fight harder for them than you will for yourself. Woo! Going 4 wide and I know Stuart's touched on this, but I just want you to know that there is doing something for people that's bigger than yourselves is so much more powerful. It is so much more powerful. And what Stuart has given us all, I just can't, he used to come to my follow-ups. He used to come to my follow-ups and watch me do a follow-up. Look at what has been created. It's absolutely incredible. And Francis. But Stuart's dad and us working towards making $1 million and 4 wide happen for the Armfield army that we are it was everything to me. It was everything, and it was just so much more powerful. And honestly, I really, really want you to find something above yourselves to make that happen. And then obviously we went 4 wide, and it was absolutely, we went 4 wide. Yes, I did. So when are you going 4 wide? Let's raise the bar of when are we going Nation? When are we going region? When are you going 4 wide? In fact, when are you going 10 area managers wide? Area managers, I'd love you all to stand up, just quickly. Okay, congratulations! Area manager is the sweet spot at Arbonne, right? Do you know at regional Nation you just get an extra 3% and 1%? What? I got an extra 1% when I 1%. Like, really? The magic of Arbonne is in the 8 and the 6%, the 14%, that's where we make the most of our money in our business, guys, really. So you are powerful, you're amazing, but every single one of you deserves to get to area and help 10 people get to area. Like, that was the message that Stuart told me. Can we sit down? That was the message that Stuart told me, was that actually, I was like focusing on different things, but ultimately it's about helping people get to that sweet spot where it makes a difference in their life. And talking about upline, I just came out of that. Oh my God, the Charlie and Ollie Best, I call her Charlie. I've never seen anything like it, and the team, every single one of you. And the Fish Nation, could you please stand up? Please stand up. So I've never seen anything like the commitment of this whole organisation. We've got the team in Australia, in America. Like, honestly, you fishes rocked it. But that commitment that other people have for you, it is just amazing. I could never have done it without you and your fight for my goals. So let's all just fight for each other's goals. Anyway, be consistent. Thank you. Be consistent and pleasantly persistent. Do you know what I mean? Sammy Battens is the girl, district manager in the room. 8 years I was pleasantly persistent with her. Every time I saw her, I was like, I really need to hear about Arbonne. She was like, no, don't do it. And then 8 years on, she actually was open-minded to sit down and hear a presentation. Honestly, she nearly cried when she heard the presentation. Is this what Arbonne is? What? I didn't think it was this.
She does a really good impression of
She
me.
had a flash of 8 years of life. Oh my God. So, do you know what I mean? I don't take no for an answer. I'm always pleasantly persistent with people that won't listen to Arbonne. You haven't got 20 minutes or 5 minutes to watch a little presentation that could be something that could change your life. So I just say to them, I totally understand how you feel. Everyone's crazy busy, but you just have to hear this information. And in those 3 months of going regional, when I went nation, that was what was happening. Those were the strong conversations I was having with people. I wasn't just letting someone get away with, it's okay, it's fine, don't worry about it. So one thing I really adopted from, Sammy is the 3 things. We do 3 things in Arbonne. Honestly, this changed the game for me, because I was well overcomplicating Arbonne, well overcomplicating it. We invite people to check out the products, we invite people to check out the business, and guess what, guys? We teach other people to do exactly the same thing. Vision, clarity, and belief. Sammy, you've really simplified Arbonne, right? And also, do you know a brain surgeon earns the same, the average income of a brain surgeon is the same as a national vice president? Do you want to let me at your brain? I will have a great time with your brain. Please get rid of that thought. You wouldn't have me anywhere near it, right? Do you know what? That just makes sense. Any one of us, you have everything within you to be a national vice president, 14-wide executive national vice president. Do you get that? That's the power of this business. It's for everyone. It's for you, and it's for all of us. So, just to finish on Maui, it was just the most magical thing ever. And when you have wanted something for so long, I'm squeezing my butt cheeks right now. My bum is so slim from behind. When you've wanted something so much, and you have the opportunity to take your family, and you get to build relationships with people there, and it's just honestly. You just have to come, and don't pay to go. Come on Arbonne's dime, so much better. So here's some photos of Maui. So this is my little girl Ruby, she's 2.5. And this is, actually we didn't have a picture with Francis, but honestly, Stuart and Francis, there's Stuart, there's Francis. If they left, she was devoed, it was crazy. She wasn't bothered about me anymore. So there's some more photos as well, coming up. So, just look at her face. Do you know what I mean? Oh my gosh, just the joy, the absolute joy. And I've got a little video of her, just because I think sometimes we just need to be a bit more Ruby. I mean, honestly, a 2.5-year-old, she asked me for an ice cream at 6 a.m. Honey, can I have an ice cream? No, darling, it's a bit early. I would like an ice cream. Ruby, it's 7:45. I said no a little while ago, so she asked a few times. And then sometimes she does get a bit angry, which I'm not recommending that you do. Get it! Honestly, I swear to God. And then she goes, I'm getting it, mummy. darling. She goes, opens the freezer. She can actually open the freezer, pulls the drawer out. She went, I want the red one. Pulls it out. Said, no, darling, it's 8 a.m. Okay, mummy, I would like, by 10 o'clock, she's fucking had 2 ice creams. But this is her in the swimming pool in Maui. You're going to watch it and you'll see.
Well, then we're filming you. Whatsoever. Big Bad Barry is a fish from Ben and Holly, if you didn't know, on Netflix. But yeah, I just think that your family and you all deserve to be in Maui, and you all deserve to live this life out full out. One thing we underestimate in Arbonne, I really think, is community. And in light of recent events, I honestly believe everyone deserves this community. Yeah. Everyone deserves to feel this positivity, to feel this, like, when you go away from an Arbonne event, you're just so inspired. And plug into the Monday night calls, because that's how we feel every single Monday night. Like, this is it. This is the best gig in town, I promise you, with all my heart. So build this with love, courage, and vision, and don't take no for an answer when someone says they won't look at Arbonne, because just get them in front of the information. Thank you so much.